Hey, welcome back to AM Extra 8:30 here on this Monday morning, August 11th. I'm Travis Tyke.
And I'm Emma Jerome, in for Emily Burris. Changing routines also comes with anxiety, especially for students, but there are ways in this new school year as we head back to bring calm into what seems like chaos.
We are joined by licensed mental health specialist and Sherwood High School counselor Eddie Carrillo with strategies to ease into the new year. Eddie, thanks for working through our technical difficulties. I'm glad we were able to talk to you this morning because this is such a great topic to address here as we get our kids back to school. The emotions, the stressors that come along with the new school year. What are some of the best ways to identify these emotions?
Yeah, no, and no problem at all. I'm happy to be here. In terms of identifying, I think for parents and caregivers is to check in with their kid. I think also trusting their gut for sure. I think you as a parent, as a caregiver, you're the expert. If you notice any changes, I think some specific ones to pay attention to, things like changes in mood, either sad or low mood, more down, more irritable than usual, changes in eating habits. If your kid or teen is eating more than they're usually eating or eating less. Changes in sleep for sure. I know the routine will be hard to get back into once the school year starts, but seeing any changes in sleep and then seeing any changes in their social interactions. Whenever kids and teens are withdrawing from their friends or the people they like to be around, withdrawing from the activities that they used to like, that's usually a warning sign for us to pay attention to and see that something's going on.
So what are some different factors to why a child would be feeling anxiety or stress about heading back to school?
Yeah. Well, they've just had the last almost 3 months off. Routines have changed for sure. I think, and for good reason. Kids have taken the chance and the teens have taken the chance to relax and to get away from routine for a little bit for the summer. But going back into it can be pretty anxiety inducing. A lot can happen over the summer too. There could be a lot of changes either developmentally, emotionally, physically. There's also the concern of that pressure of being back in school, whether it's just in school or in school with extracurriculars. There's expectations that come with that, and that could be pretty stressful for our kids and teens. In the summer too, you can get some social changes. So your friend group has changed a little bit and it might not be the same when you get back to school. That could be stressful, depending on what age group you are. That transition, whether you're going from lower elementary school into higher elementary school, you're going into middle school, going into high school, you're going to the end of your high school career. Those transitions are pretty stressful. And then I think the really big thing that's coming into play, not just in Oregon, but in other states across the country, is the cell phone ban. I mean, cell phones we know they're a distraction for kids, but we also know that they're a tool in their lives. They're a tool in my life. They're a tool in all of our lives. So that's a pretty big change that's coming into play, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's a big stressor for a lot of our kids.
Dive into that a little bit because the cell phone issue it's so layered, I feel like, these days.
Yeah.
I mean, for so many reasons between, yes, being distracted in the classroom, but the cell phone is just so much more than a phone, right? When this first was an issue, you maybe were worried about sending an occasional text in class, but there's so much that can be done on the phone. What are the stressors and some of the things just to keep in mind for kids and parents alike with cell phones and cell phone bans?
Yeah. I think one that I hear a lot of is being concerned that they're not able to reach their family or they're not able to reach their friends in case of an emergency or they're stressed out about something. I think the tool part is a big piece to it. It's how they communicate. It's how we all communicate with each other. I was thinking about it before this, of just how much I can do on my phone now compared to when I was in high school. I'd like to think that wasn't too long ago, but just now compared to what I could do back in high school, I can, check my bank account. If you're a teen that's working, you can check your work schedule. You can do your coach, the instructor, the director for the musical can send a message that way. There's so many things that the cell phones are integrated into our lives. So to have kids and teens have to go into a school year being told like you're not going to have that anymore, it could be pretty stressful. And I know for me, it's going to take some adjustment for sure. I'm trying to buy into it as well with our students of being on my phone less. And when I'm out and about in the hallways, I'm going to keep my phone in the office. So it's going to be an adjustment. And I think with any big change, there's going to be growing pains. Those are expected. So we'll definitely see how it goes. But phones are they're a big tool in our lives. Yeah. So it's going to be a big change.
Yeah, and then shortly, how can parents set their kids up for success? What are ways that we can positively deal with this?
I think the checking in is super important. I know it could definitely feel like pulling teeth when it comes to talking to a kid or a teen, just checking in with them. They give kind of 1, 2 word answers, but I think that consistent checking in helps to build that safety and that reminder for our kids and teens that this is an okay place to talk. I think one-on-one conversations with a parent and caregiver, they can be really low stress, low stakes situations. And that gives our kids and teens a chance to open up. So I think that checking in, if you're, as a parent and caregiver, if your gut instinct is going off, check in with them. Try and talk with them as much as possible. But also, since we're going into school, checking in with school staff, any trusted adults for your kids, whether it's a school counselor, whether it's a teacher, any other school staff, letting them know if you have any concerns so that they can be another set of eyes watching for you and can get back to you and let you know if they're seeing any of the same things that you've noticed too.
Some really good advice. Eddie, thank you so much for taking the time, and good luck when school is back in session here in just a couple of weeks. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you both. Thank you.
Yeah, take care. And again, you can learn more about tamping down some of the school nerves and to see more back-to-school coverage. Don't worry, we got you covered all week long. You can check out this story on KOIN.com. But again, all week long on AM Extra, we will have your back-to-school coverage right here.
All right, we're also keeping an eye on